What up, J-Life fam? It's your boy MC Shadow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist, all that good stuff. Now we're right here. We're going to be doing San Bruno. We're going to be doing Watsonville. We're going to be doing, we're going to be jumping all over the goddamn place up here. You know what I mean? From Yuba to Yucca to all the places up north. And, stay tuned. We got more videos, plenty of more videos coming. And let's get started with.
You are now watching M.O.D. Entertainment. Make sure you subscribe and check out the playlist.
I grew up hearing gunshots in the late night. Ghetto bird, police sirens as a mother cries. Just another victim of the Soundbrown genocide. Locos posted, locked and loaded, ready to take lives. And when they heard the chieflet, they would duck up out of sight. Like your car when the sundown, it was mission time. You had to stay alert, cause bullets always travel blind. We stayed posted, we stayed drinking, and we getting high. Marchando down the enemy's neighborhood as we ride. Put the hood, puta clica, sample, fuck their side. No regrets, but the truth is no peace of mind.
G-File.
Now, right here in the city of Chico, you have Barrio Southside Rascals. So Chico, Southside Rascals neighborhood, SSR, is a large neighborhood that runs pretty much all the city of Chico. You know what I mean? Definitely got their city on lockdown. This neighborhood is definitely a neighborhood that you hear about. They be putting in work and doing their thing. These guys ain't no chumps. I mean, you come over here tripping. They get it popping, homie. Not only that, they got a few rappers, on here too. You should go check out their music and yeah, definitely the Southside Rascals is a neighborhood that you hear about, and they definitely be right there putting in work and putting their neighborhood on the map. They already been right here also for a cool minute. You know what I mean? Since late 80s, early 90s when this neighborhood, was established. And yeah, that's what's up. They be right there representing it and holding it down. Shout out to the homie Spanky from Chico Southside Rascals, and shout out to the homies from Southside Rascals that be right there representing it and doing their thing. Definitely, putting their barrio on the map. Now here you have the Mountain View Surrenos, the MVS neighborhood, not to be confused with the VMV neighborhood, because there's two different Mountain View neighborhoods, but one's Norteños, one is Sureños. Now the Sureño ones is obviously the MVS, the Mountain View Sureños. Now their neighborhood is right here by the Rainstorff Park is where they be kicking at. Where they be hanging out right there, posted, doing their thing. You know what I mean? Going at it, with the northern neighborhoods on this side, because those two neighborhoods are the dominant neighborhoods in this area. You know what I mean? They're not that large, you know what I mean? But they do have their numbers, and they do put in their work. I mean, you do hear about them, and they do put it down. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, heavy beef between north and south in this area, right here. Between these sets right here. Now, the Mountain View Sureños, you can find them not only right there, but you could also find them posted on Latham. Is also right there where they be holding it down and, representing it and putting it down for their neighborhood. They've been right here since the 90s already. Like I said, they're not really that large, but you do hear about them, and, they still be doing their thing right there, representing it and holding it down for their barrio, you know what I mean? Putting it on the map. So that's what's up with the Mountain View Sureños. Also, right here close to Santa Cruz, you have the Half Moon Bay neighborhood. Yes, Half Moon Bay does have gangs, northern and southern. Now, Half Moon Bay 1-3, right here, is a Sureño neighborhood that has been right here since the 90s. They're roughly small, and, you rarely don't really see them use graffiti or whatever. But nonetheless, homie, this neighborhood is active. They do their thing. They do have some numbers, so it does get on and popping. I was told that it's more than 95 members por ahí, which is still a pretty good size portion. You know what I mean? And this neighborhood be right here representing and doing their thing right here in Half Moon Bay. You know what I mean? Going at it with the northern neighborhoods, and this neighborhood be right there representing it and holding it down. Doing their thing and putting their barrio up on the map. You know what I mean? And so that's what's up with the Half Moon Bay barrio right here, representing for the Sud and putting their barrio up on the map. Okay, now coming into a little bit more into Northern Territory. Right here we have Watsonville. Watsonville contains two Surreño neighborhoods. But the one that's known most out of the two, and the one that's the largest one out of the two, would be the Portside Watsonville, or Portside Watson. You know what I mean, for short. They write it PSL, or you see it up PSW, or you see it up WVP, for Watsonville, Barrio Portside, and then you have Portside Watsonville, and then you have Portside, Locos. Um, is how you see it up, their abbreviation. Now, it is the largest one out of the two Sureño neighborhoods over here. They're well known going at it with the surrounding neighborhood. Like I said, this area is mostly is more northerners than southerners, but nonetheless, homeboys do have a presence here, and be right there representing, and putting their barrio on the map, because right there on that side of Watsonville, it's a little grimy and guttery. You know what I mean? It's not like this farm land that like people like. It's the slums, the ghetto. Should be rough out here, homie, and homies be right there representing it and putting their barrio on the map. You feel me? And that's what's up with the Watsonville neighborhood. They're not really that deep. They only been around since the '90s, but nonetheless, homie, they be right there representing it and holding it down. And then the other neighborhood right here in Watsonville, we have the Mexican side Locos. Now I'm gonna be covering them because they branched out over here. They have another location up north, and I'll be going more in depth once again I get to that side. But they do have a presence right here in Watsonville. You know what I mean? That they're the other Sureño neighborhood that be right here going at it. With the Northerners right there. Now you see their neighborhood. Um, MSW for obviously Mexican side Watson. You know what I mean? Watsonville. That's how you see their abbreviation, or you see it up MSL, which is Mexican side Locos. But that's the abbreviations as how they write them. And yeah, that's what's up with their neighborhood right there, holding it down and putting their barrio on the map right there. Now right here in Yucca, city of Yucca, you have the Sexo Locos, VXL neighborhood. Sexo Locos. Is a small neighborhood right here in Yucca. It's a small homeboy neighborhood, roughly like about 80 members. But nonetheless, homie, even though they're not as large as these other neighborhoods around here, or you see them up as much as you do like these other sets, they be right there representing it and still, running around and causing, mayhem. You know what I mean? Like I said, size doesn't always matter. You know what I mean? As long as you represent. So they do have homeboys right there. They do have their writers right there. They also have a few homeboys that rap. You should go check them out. Right here on YouTube, they have a few videos. You know what I mean? A few rolas. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, going at it with the northern sets right there in Yucca, because there's a gang of northern sets right there. You know what I mean? They're definitely outnumbered, and but they still be right there representing it and holding it down for their barrio right there. So that's what's up. That's what's up with their neighborhood right there, putting it on the map. And like I said, on this side, there is a lot of northerners, and here's another location that's full of a lot of northerners, but you do have some southern homeboys right here holding it down. Now, this is not the deepest homeboy neighborhood, but it is the oldest in this area. You know what I mean? You have the Yuba City Trese neighborhood, YC, as you see it up, YC 13, not to be confused with Young Crowd. You know what I mean? The Yuba City. Sometimes you see a YBC, you know what I mean? It's the oldest neighborhood right here, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much running all over the city, you know what I mean? Like, they got so many different locations and kicking spots that it's just like, yeah, they're just throughout the city, you know what I mean? Going at it right there with the northerners, giving hard time to law enforcement. This neighborhood has already been here since the late 80s. And yeah, man, they definitely with the business. You hear about them. Not only that, they got some homeboys that rap. You guys should go check out their music. You know what I'm saying? So they be right there representing for their barrio and putting their barrio on the map and holding it down. Now here you have the Wilbur Block Trese neighborhood, criminals and all that. You know what I mean? The Wilbur neighborhood is also right here in Yuba City. It is the largest, the deepest one out of the two. Even though they're not that old school, their numbers blew up pretty quick, and reputation, because they be handling business out here. You definitely hear about this barrio, and they definitely be putting in work. A bunch of knucklehead, homies running around causing desmadre. You know what I mean? Right there. Obviously going at it with the northern sets and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Like I said, this should be popping over here. Not only is there northerners, there's also white supremacist groups. Not only white supremacist groups, you also have cribs. Some blood sets as well. Few though, small. But yeah, man. Like shit be cracking out here, homie. Like, you know what I mean? Is you got people have to think about it like this. I only cover homeboy neighborhoods. Imagine if I was to be doing like the black neighborhoods, the whites, Asians, norteños, like that also has to play in the factor in every city that I cover. So not only is it like other homeboys neighborhoods, it's also these other sets that you gotta watch out for and clash with. So like I said, shit be cracking, homie. Like shit be popping. That's the reason crime rate is high everywhere. You know what I mean? The reason why there's crime everywhere. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be people committing crimes, and it's not gonna be a bunch of bums all the time like people think, or drug addicts. You know what I mean? That if you look at statistics is only like about 5% of the crime rate. But yeah, man, shit gets cracking, and they definitely be putting their barrio on the map right there, representing for their hood. Shout out to Straight Blackouts on Instagram. Go follow him. This is where some of the pictures come from. So shout out to homie.